Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic host of Bachelor Nation News, and we got a lot of random content. We got a toolbox just with random videos today. I've got so much on my list. I got Marissa. We're gonna do a Dave Neal show video with Kanye West, and I've got Nick Viall here, two Shanae videos, a Katie Thurston video. Listen, not all my videos are getting promoted, only some are. So if you haven't seen my Katie Thurston video, it's a very fascinating conversation. It's getting very well received, but not many people are watching it. So go back and make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure that you hit the little notification bell. That's going to make sure you get alerted to all the videos, because you might not know this, but YouTube doesn't always alert you when I got new content. All right, so we have Grippo talking with Nick Viall, and Andrew Spencer is there, and we're going to make a video about how it went down.
This is going to be on Dave Neal, by the way. Dave Neal's making a clip of it.
We're making a clip of it right now. All right, so the first clip is we're going to share Greg Grippo's girlfriend. He's dating somebody since September, I believe. The Greg Grippo fans know this, but it might be news to you. And then after that, we're going to share his thoughts on Blake and Katie. You know, these are pretty interesting things that are going on here. So let's hear what he has to say about his new girlfriend.
I don't see myself going to the beach right now. I'm actually seeing someone at the moment, so... Ooh, spoiler alert.
Does she live in...
She does, yeah.
Bro just bought 3 dozen roses, by the way.
You bought a rose for Valentine's Day.
You gotta be kidding me.
Has there been...
All right, so that's it. He bought his girlfriend 3 dozen roses. Here's who his girlfriend is. Clem de la Creme. And here are the roses he bought. And she's a French model. Vous avez fait quoi hier soir? Which means what have you done? Oh, hold on, jeez. What have you done last night? What did you do last night? Wow, boy, my French. Vous avez fait quoi hier soir? Last night, what did you do? What's going on is what she asked. And let's read some. So here she is. Let's see it. She's not going to share anything with Greg in it. They are keeping their relationship on the low down. But anyway... That's a friend of hers, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We'll get to the other part of the story. That's who Greg's dating. He's off the market, as they say. And at the, 33-minute, we're at, here's Nick asking Greg about Blake. Let's just play this. We'll pause where we see fit.
I met Blake.
Oh, Blake's awesome.
Yeah, we love Blake.
Nice guy.
Blake also did an interview on Friday night in which he spoke about Katie. He's been on a few dates since the breakup.
Do you think his glasses are real, or do you think they're fashion frames?
Oh, I don't think those are real. I think we were getting on them.
No way those are
and
real.
I've worn fashion frames before. I'm not, but I didn't have the guts to ask him. He looked.
It's obvious that you've worn them because you call them fashion frames.
Yeah.
I had no idea there was a name for fake glasses.
I learned that from Justin.
Can we get a GoFundMe to get the producers their own microphones so they're not? Can we do that? Pray for Nick.
Long. Anyways, what did he say? Okay.
He's been on a few dates since they broke up, but like nothing serious. He doesn't want to do a deep dive. He said, quote, I think in some weird way, my breakup hurt me in a sense where I'm finding the more that I fall, the more things I find that I know I don't want in a relationship. I think I have more understanding of exactly what I want. And I think that has made me more picky, but the right person will come along and I'll know what it is because I've failed so many times now.
Yikes.
Yikes, he says. So, if we can just appreciate Greg Grippo, right? Let me get my Greg Grippo here. If we can just, I feel like if I could just get some maybe I'm not ready to do my Greg Grippo here. Either way, the point being is that he looks like a guy who doesn't want to be here. It's the first 5 minutes of the podcast, and he's like, is this what we're going to do? Talk about Blake the whole time? Now, as we know, Blake entered the show. He was falling in love with Katie. He left brokenhearted. He was accused of gaslighting her, the 9 yards. I think over time, people have realized he tried his best. Katie and Blake did not work out, and now she's with John Hersey. So that's no offense to Katie. The job to try to find your one, and if she found her one or her one for an hour, whatever it is, good for her. But, some collateral damage looking at him right here. So we'll see what Greg has to say about Blake, because obviously you can't hate the guys. They're all going off after the lady. It's how often you get to hang out on the couch with a fellow buddy who also dated the same person.
Greg, I feel like you're the man to give your thoughts on Katie and Blake.
Yeah, I mean,
the amount of trash that they probably talk when they're not on camera is hilarious, because they're a great duo, but there's so many inside jokes that they're not letting onto.
I really thought that they stood a chance.
I thought that they stood a chance.
Just being in the house with him, he didn't cause any trouble, and you knew that like he was genuinely there for her. So it's a shame how it went down with them, and like how the breakup ended. But
I heard a rumor that someone, like a source, accused Blake of not trying hard. Do you think he tried hard?
gosh, I don't know. We didn't talk about that. But
That's a ridiculous.
yeah, we didn't really talk about his relationship at all with her and what happened. It was just kind of
The irony of relationships, like, yeah, you got to show up, you got to get flowers, you got to try, you got to apologize, you got to admit fault and try to listen, and yeah, of course. But to think he didn't try hard, Blake got dumped. Blake wanted to work things out. They weren't working out. Katie didn't want to go any farther with it because, you know, it was like Katie was literally about to go meet his family in Canada. And she's like, no. It's not going in the right direction. Let's not take it any farther. And so credit for her, but that doesn't mean Blake wasn't trying. You know, he had, well, they'll talk about what went down.
mostly catching up and just, putting that in the past. But I can't see him not trying hard.
I agree.
He's just a passionate guy.
Right.
And I feel like he gave, the Bachelorette all of his, like when we were on the show,
I think it's a great point.
he's very passionate.
I think he wore fashion frames. That's not a guy who
Exactly.
who half-ass it. He was like, this can complete the look, and he went for it.
Exactly.
And I think that speaks to
Yeah.
I have a hard time imagining he didn't put the effort in. Andrew.
I think, like he
Go
said,
ahead.
I think Blake definitely was, him and Katie definitely right off the jump. You kind of saw that was gonna work.
You got to loosen this guy up a little.
I do think, obviously coming straight out of the gates and going to Africa was probably, that's a long distance, and I think that probably had something to do.
You
with
think
it.
so?
Oh yeah. I mean, have you ever did a distance relationship? They never work.
No, but
That long distance never works, is what Andrew Spencer is saying here. Now, as we know, when you're in a relationship, before it's announced, like before before it's revealed, Katie and Blake have to have their private rendezvous, but they're in different countries, right? So that doesn't help. And then Blake had a long-standing project to go to Africa, but he only went for 3 weeks. My fiance and I were gone for 3 weeks. Yeah, we'd miss each other and all that, but 3 weeks is nothing when you're in a committed, trusting relationship. When it's a new thing going on, I can understand the point that you could have used those 3 weeks to fall deeper in love. But I like to think even early on, if you like each other enough, 3 weeks isn't going to be the thing. It's not like Blake was out clubbing. I mean, the guy was petting rhinoceroses, and that's not a metaphor.
like all Bachelor relationship. When did he go to Africa? Was it before the finale or after the finale?
Like right after the finale. So soon as they were able
Right
to go
after
public and
okay.
be around each other, he was like, oh, see, I'm going to Africa. Which is really cool. But
How long was he there for?
3 weeks.
I feel he was there for a long time.
To back him up on that though, I feel like that has been his plan for a long time
No,
because he
and
did
I-
mention that to us. in the
Greg
house.
sticks
I know,
up for
So
Blake.
it wasn't
No.
like he brought that up out
Do you
of
think
nowhere.
Africa hurt it more than like picnics with John?
Well, she
Yikes.
she could have went
oh
with him.
my
Is what I'm
gosh.
saying.
Nick throws it down. I didn't catch this earlier. Nick says, do you think Africa heard it more than picnics with John? So what Nick is surmising here is that Katie's picnics with John Hersey is what actually drove a wedge in their relationship. I don't think that's what it was. I don't think John had anything to do with it.
I mean, why not go to Africa with him? And
I suppose, but I also feel like that was probably a very organized trip that he was a part
Very
of.
true.
And it
Yeah.
might not
Yeah.
have been as easy for Katie to go.
Absolutely.
But she was packing
Katie, like,
lunches.
gets
I don't
her
think
park
I don't think
ranger
that she could just
license.
She was
yeah.
packing lunches for her and John on their
yeah,
picnics.
okay.
She's like, you want me to cut?
Jesus. Oh my gosh. This is getting brutal. Look, first of all, Katie couldn't have gone. I would not let, this might sound sexist. I would not let my fiance go on a conservation trip through remote wilderness. I just wouldn't want to put that target on her back, where she might be perfectly capable of it. I think if you have a pretty woman in the car, God knows what sort of targets you have on your back, because you already have poachers and all this. Like you're not in a place where there's necessarily a police force. I mean, they're out there in the wilderness. Again, that's just the way it is. If you go on a conservation tour and you go, okay, oh no, this feels safe. I trust the infrastructure here. But I wouldn't want, no, like this was long in the running. The fact that Nick keeps on harping on this picnic that Katie had with John Hersey is kind of hilarious. I really listen. I've met them. I know Nick has too, but I'm seeing it from a side of optimism. I think the Katie Blake relationship was dead and separate from the Katie and John relationship starting. I truly do.
The crust, or should we?
Oh God.
I'm sorry, guys. We go for it on this show.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit.
Over the weekend, Michelle and Nate walked their first
All right, so that's
carpet
it.
together.
Michelle and Nate, good for that. Well, look, they bought a carpet
I don't know
together.
if that was on.
All right, Michelle and Nate just bought a carpet together. Wow, the things we care about. So anyway, what's the story here? Is it that Nick accuses Katie of packing too many picnics with John and not saving her relationship? I don't think that's it at all. I don't know, guys. I mean, look, the truth is Katie and John did end up together, but people can have that conversation until they're blue in the face. I don't believe that to be anything to do with why it wasn't working out. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It might look nice in New Mexico when you get to see each other every day. I truly believe Katie thought she could have handled the long distance, and then it just wasn't, it just didn't line up. And sometimes you can start a fire and then the fire blows out really quick. The fire blew out really quick. It wasn't meant to be. We hope that Blake can find the one for him, but it is not. It is not there. And Greg Grippo's moving on, so good for him too, which is interesting because Greg Grippo would be a shoo-in for Bachelor in Paradise if he wanted that, but it looks like he's having fun outside of the show. Let me know what you guys think with this video. If you want, you can call the voicemail line 401-213-9828. Nice little clip there for you guys, and we'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye now.